Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We are bringing you a special today.
Ooh.
I'm going to call it the FIFA Women's World Cup review show. Or FIFA Women's Cup 2019 review show. So basically we're going a bit off-road and we're going to try and just take it as it comes, do what we fancy.
Bit casual.
Cash, hence why we're sat a little bit more casual than usual.
Yeah.
We've gone for that effect. But basically, what we're going to do is go through the World Cup from what we originally thought how it was going to pan out, until obviously USA winning it on Sunday night. So we're going to try and see if we got anything right, but then also review it at the same time. So this is going to be a video about everything, but probably in a very bad order because it's just going to come at you no matter what. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like our predictions weren't very good.
No. I was a bit adventurous and I really highly regret that.
Yeah, I think sometimes we should have just stuck with what we know.
Yeah.
But you know.
It's nice to be adventurous because you don't want to keep everything the same.
Learning curve.
Learning curve.
Learning curve.
Nice. So, let's start off with, you've got it written up on there, I can't remember what I said. Who did we think was going to win? Yeah.
Like, I just want England to win.
Yeah.
So I've gone for an England win, which is like obvious. We're gonna pick like. I think I said it was a USA versus Netherlands final. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think I said USA Netherlands.
Well,
I'm gonna be buzzing.
You're like that octopus that they use to predict. No, it's not as bad as it sounds. You're like the octopus that they use to predict the winning team. Do you not remember?
No.
Well, was it a cat as well? But they had the octopus that predicted that, like, put a tentacle on which.
Octopus?
Was it an octopus? Yeah, it was an octopus, I swear. Either way, you like that. But who did you think was going to win?
USA.
Oh my god. As if you got it right, fuming. I think I might have said, no. I said Japan or Germany.
Oh, it was that long ago.
I know. Either way,
you were way off.
Yeah, I was wrong. Who did you say was going to be top scorer? A Golden Boot winner. Who have you gone for? I've gone for someone different.
Who have you gone for?
I've gone for Hermoso, I think that's how you pronounce it, from Spain.
Medina.
Oh.
I mean, she came fourth.
I think she came fourth or fifth, something like that.
So it was close.
I said Sam Kerr or Jenny Hermoso.
Yeah.
Very far off with Jenny Hermoso. She did score a few, but then, I mean, with Sam Kerr.
Sam Kerr made up for it by getting a hat-trick. Like,
in one game,
In one game.
I think she scored 4. Was it 4 altogether? I think 4 or 5. Either way, I was close. I was happy with that. Yeah, she got quite a few.
Wow. Well, Medina only got 3 then. So she only came. I was way off then.
Yeah, you were way off. Yeah, what can you do, hey? And I don't think we did a top. We didn't do a top assister. But
No.
would you have said Megan Rapinoe as top assister? No, I don't think I would have.
I'd have probably said Paris or something like that. Or
Duggan.
Probably wouldn't have said Duggan.
Well, Lucy Bronze was up there.
Yeah, what did Lucy Bronze
win? She got
win?
silver.
So, assists.
Yeah, and then Ellen White got bronze for
Goals, yeah. Because Megan Rapinoe got, yeah.
Would you predict? Oh, I don't know why we didn't say Alex Morgan as top goal scorer.
I think we were so like focused on the fact that Orlando Pride are like rubbish at the minute.
Rock bottom, yeah.
That like we sort of thought.
It clouded our judgment.
We also said that USA wouldn't get. It might be an upset and they get beat by Australia or something. We were way off.
I've gone for USA because I think, if I'm being dead honest, they've been unconvincing.
Yeah.
Just in a personal, people might not agree. It's just in a personal opinion.
She Believes was a very good opportunity to see them teams just before the World Cup. With so many predictions.
Let's talk about that for a minute then. We said, and I quote, the biggest upset will be USA. The
biggest upset was USA winning was beating England to get into the final. That was the biggest upset for me, like for us.
No, I mean like who we predicted to be the biggest upset.
Yeah, but we sort of were involved, but it was just the other way around.
I thought they were going to get knocked out by like Australia or Italy or something like that.
Yeah.
But we were like rock bottom wrong.
I don't know why. We were so like
naive.
We were so naive. We were so young and naive.
That was 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's incredible.
But to be fair, like, it's hard to sit here and predict things. It's like,
you don't know what the players' forms are going to be. Like,
yeah.
For example, Miedamar's a prime example. Week in, week out for Arsenal, she was scoring hat-tricks for fun. And then she gets to the World Cup.
And she only has 3 goals in the whole tournament.
Exactly. It's like, it's such a different stage. And I think we knew like beforehand, but now we know what to expect going forward.
Yeah.
Like, by specific players.
Like, it's also like we're very new to all this. Like, we started
reporting
this.
on it and stuff.
Yeah, like we started this. Like, obviously we've had a full season with Liverpool women, but we haven't reported on the international stage. So to be thrown
and we've not really done
Cup,
match reactions or
no.
Really,
like,
we don't really follow the American League that well. We don't follow the European League.
I'm gonna make that a thing for me this season.
I think I will as well, because it's on a Sunday night at about 11 o'clock and I'm awake anyway, so...
No, some of the games are like 8 o'clock on a Sunday, so
I think
it's alright.
That's like a new World Cup resolution.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it, and it'll help us in the long run.
I'm not going to be watching at 3 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday.
Oh, that's a no from me.
But, you know, I watch the highlights the next day.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But, like, kind of... coming it from this, like, fair enough, we're still fans.
Yeah.
But I feel like I think about the game more.
Definitely. You're definitely, like, yesterday watching that.
I was analysing every single player, not just watching where the ball was. Yeah. And my mind's changed since this World Cup, doing stuff like that.
100%. Like, I was thinking, oh, when we do the final review tomorrow, like, I'll mention this and I'll mention this. Yeah. Like, you do look at it differently, and sometimes you feel like you're not really enjoying the moment.
But then you get to talk about it and remember it so well.
Exactly, like you've got so many things to look back on as well and stuff like that, which is nice. But it's probably a good thing, because obviously, like, you know, we've got the Euros 2021 to do. Hopefully we're still doing this. Like,
oh my god!
Hopefully we haven't hit like rock bottom and like we're not, like, you know,
good taken off the internet.
But like it's where else to start than a World Cup? Do you know what I mean?
Even the Olympics next year.
Exactly, the Olympics. Exactly. I knew there was another tournament. I couldn't think of it in my head.
Let's kind of go back then in terms of like group stages.
Yeah.
Was there anything you were quite shocked with, or what took your interest in the group stage?
I think Japan, for me, in our group, I thought they would have done better.
Okay.
I feel like we got past them easily. Like,
Scotland gave them a good game.
Argentina obviously drew with them. Am I right in saying that? Yeah. So, like, for Japan not to go out and be like England and win all their games, or at least win 2 of their games, like, I thought that was pretty mad for me. I think
Italy's the one for me.
Yeah.
I was not expecting
that's a good
that.
One. Yeah.
Top the group, didn't win every single game, but top the group. I think they lost against Brazil 1-0.
Yeah.
I think it was 1. Yeah, Marta's penalty, wasn't it? But I was just like, I just feel this World Cup's just shocked me a little bit.
I also wasn't expecting USA to win 13-0 in the first group stage game. Like, no matter who it was.
Yeah.
Break all the records. Like, I feel like from that moment I knew. I was like,
they're here to play.
I was like, this is it. I was like, you might as well just give them the trophy, because...
Yeah, like, there were so many moments that came out of the group stages, like obviously Thailand getting their first ever
goal,
World Cup goal,
like that,
and you could see how much it meant to them.
Yeah.
Obviously, England topping their group from a personal perspective, like from me and you both, that was a pretty good high.
Yeah.
Obviously, USA doing what they always tend to do, and what they probably will do for several years to come, topping their group as well. Marta's speech, well, that was the quarterfinals, yeah. So that was later on. That's another thing that we'll come to.
Yeah.
But and then Julia Gwynn goal in the first Germany game, the second opener. When they were there's so many different things.
There's so many not personal moments. I don't know how you describe it. There's just so many like
Individual.
Yeah, perfect. There's so many individual moments for players and teams that like you've never really focused on before. Like you're more like interested in how are England going to do, how USA going to do, Netherlands, Germany. But then you've got like a moment of Thailand scoring their first ever World Cup goal. Like you feel like that's not highlighted enough because people are so focused on what the big teams are doing. And it's
that's
like
massive for them. Though.
Exactly. You've got to give them credit. Like I know they got beat 13-0 in the first game. I know they weren't a very good team, but like they
first of all made it to a World Cup.
Exactly. They got there just like England got there, like USA got there, like Germany got there. So like you've got to give them credit for actually going out there and playing. Do you know what I mean?
You know what the most annoying thing for me, especially when talking about Thailand, is the lack of respect that some people had for them.
Yeah.
Fair enough. By no means am I saying getting beaten 13-0 isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
It is a bad thing, and I think they agree that. But at the same time, there's people, I'm not having a dig at anyone, it's because they don't know.
Yeah.
Lots of people didn't know that Thailand side aren't full-time professionals like most of the others. Like, they don't train every day. They don't get paid enough as much as everyone else.
They get no money pumped into it either from like the federation or
exactly,
whatever.
but then this World Cup highlights that.
Yeah.
We're able to, like, people watching this now may not have known that, we're able to then explain why, and then maybe when we come in 4 years' time, maybe there's going to be a change there. Maybe there will be some full-time professional teams in Thailand. We've seen in Argentina, they've started up a full-time division, things like that. So it's progressing, but I think this World Cup's been amazing in highlighting the issues
100%.
in terms of that Thailand 13-0 loss, but then it's not just the fact that they're not a good team, it's because they've not been given all the resources possible.
Yeah, it's also highlighting issues off the pitch as well. That's been good. Like obviously the whole Megan Rapinoe's been very outspoken about everything that's going on in America and stuff like that. And she became a household name, not in America but in France and in England as well.
I'd not heard of her too much before this World Cup, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I knew I knew of her and I knew she was an amazing footballer, but I didn't know the sort of things that she stood up for. But now, even to me who watches women's football quite regularly, I've learned something new in that sense. It's
also like seeing the moments like she doesn't sing the national anthem. And like to be American, they're very proud of their country.
Yeah.
And very proud of what they do. And just for the camera to pan of every single one of them, like hand on heart, like really singing it, and it just pans to Megan Rapinoe and she's just standing there like
nothing.
Like you can tell that she's not just doing it for attention, she's doing it because she wants
for a cause.
Exactly, she wants to be heard. So like it's been good for those moments as well, I think.
What about the kind of shimming through the stages a little bit? Obviously, semi-finals, quarter-finals even. Who are you surprised that didn't make it to the semi-finals?
Germany.
Yeah.
And
but it shows a lot that they were beaten by Sweden. Yeah. Who then won the bronze medal gold. So
Sweden were great. Like that's another thing. Like Sweden got third place. Like Sweden. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not we wouldn't have sat here in our predictions videos 5 weeks ago and said Sweden are going to get to the semi-finals. You wouldn't have said that. You would have said round of 16. Maybe they'll get knocked out. Then maybe they'll get the quarters and then they'll get knocked out. You didn't predict them to get third place and beat England, who are one of the favourites to do it as well. Like,
but that sets them in such good stead for the next few years.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And maybe more like Jakobsen, for example. Maybe that becomes a household name in Sweden, and then it gets more people interested in that sense. And
it's also
Aslani as well.
It's also been nice to see the viewing figures go up each stage in the competition. Like 11.7 million people watching England versus USA. Was it USA? Was it? Yeah. 11.7 million people watched that game.
It would be interesting to see if they did go to the final, how high that number would have been.
Yeah, but like
wasn't to be
for it to be the most watched program of 2019.
Yep.
And like 7 months in, like that's pretty good.
You can only see it going higher, and that's it's why it's so important now for like the FA and all the other other countries' sports, like the governing bodies and things like that, to really capitalise. Like, this World Cup's proved and shown that there's a huge audience and hunger for women's football.
Yeah.
And you can see with, like, obviously, this week, Man City have announced that the women are going to be playing United in the first game at the Etihad, Stamford Bridge, Chelsea versus Tottenham on the opening week of the WSL.
Yeah, we're hoping Liverpool plays at Anfield, but nothing's been mentioned. But
so you can see these improvements have already been making, and I think that's probably one of the biggest things to take away from this World Cup, the fact that the interest is sky high at the moment, and that's because the quality is getting better, and that's because of the investment. USA are so good because they've had investment from however many years ago now. Yeah. And I think other teams are now starting to catch up. Like, Sweden is starting to catch up grassroots level, putting them into the WSL. Like, there's a few Swedish WSL players, a few Norwegian WSL players. Like, it's how it's growing.
Well, also, like, look at the NWSL as well. Like, Budweiser are now an official partner with that, and it's like, it's only Budweiser, but like, Budweiser are a big company. Do you know what I mean? It's like Carlsberg doing the Champions League. Like, that's genuinely what it's like. So that you can see that brands are taking notice, and that's been the big factor between the difference between men's and women's football. And, like, you know, it is genuinely just comes down to money. Like, the USA women's team are more successful in the men's and bring in more money for the men than the men. It's like an actual fact, but like, don't get paid the same. But like, England men probably bring in more than England women, but then, you know, that's down to like sponsors and people actually taking note, and the FA making more time for the women's game. Exactly. It just battles down to more effort needs to be put in. That's all it is.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to mention it again, but we're going to have to because it's the World Cup review. VAR. So,
they were wrong.
Are you a lover or a hater?
I'm on the fence.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very much on the fence because some decisions, for example, offside goals, that's what it's there for. Some penalty decisions have been stupid. Some, like, disallowed goals have been stupid. Like, it shouldn't have been trialled at this World Cup. It shouldn't have. And it's also down to the fact that, like, the referees didn't have enough time to get to know the system. Exactly, yeah. Like,
we could be sat here saying England potentially could have won the World Cup. Ellen White's disallowed goal could have been allowed against USA to make it 2-2. You know, the first one before the penalty got given.
The offside one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be the game. So many decisions could have been different.
If you watch that in real time, and when they show the clip back, take away the line that VAR are looking at. If you're looking at that, you're saying she's onside. You're going, she's just onside. If you go back to a couple of videos ago when you put the celebrations in, I'm saying she's just onside because that was before VAR put the line across.
That's after you saw the replay as
exactly,
well, wasn't it?
And it was a still on the screen, and she looked level with the player. It's literally a big toe. It's like Ellen White's supposed handball in the box against Sweden the other day.
In real time, you didn't see that.
In real time, you didn't see that.
No Sweden player were calling out for it either.
No, like, literally, like, her arms, she hasn't gone like that with her hands.
There's been a few as well. Like, there was that Australian goal that got allowed. It was the back pass from Italy, and it came off their own player, but Sam Kerr was impeding.
Yeah.
So it's like, it went to VAR and it still got given.
Yeah.
But Sam Kerr was clearly impeding. Like, it's been used in a way that's really taken the fun out of the game of football.
It honestly is, because I think I might be wrong on the numbers, but yesterday they said 25 penalties have been given in this World Cup, and 11 of them were due to VAR.
I think that was it, yeah.
So, like, that just shows how much of an impact it has on a game. I feel like every goal went to VAR. There was at least one moment in every game.
It's killing the joy out of it.
There's at least one moment in every game that went to VAR, and it's like, all right, fair enough, you want the game to be played, like, you want it to
needs
be fair,
yeah.
but, like, don't suck the fun out of it and have to make fans in the stadium and players sit for 5 minutes while the referee goes back and forth on a screen to see a thing because she's not quite sure whether it was a handball or not.
I think they're going to have a lot of problem in the Premier League when it gets in there this
100%.
season because we've been playing for 4 or 5 weeks it's been implemented, and how many times has it been brought up as an issue? I think it takes the referees are starting to rely on it because they're not sure. In the final, for example, the referee was not sure, so she had to go to VAR instead of making a decision on her own saying bam, bam.
Well, it was good yesterday because the penalty was actually a penalty and she'd give a corner because she thought the girl had touched it. So in that moment you think,
there's some instances where it's like, okay, I can understand why why it's gone to VAR here. The referee's not sure. There's an element, there's more than an element of doubt that she doesn't know, so I can understand. But there's some that I'm just like, that does not need... I can see that with my own eye. That does not need to go to VAR.
Yeah.
And it just went for the sake of it.
The linesman can't put the flag up until...
Oh, that really
that's
boils
the worst
my blood.
thing.
Why would you make a rule?
If she's offside, you see it offside, put your flag up straight away.
She's going to be offside 5 seconds later, no matter what. So what's the point?
But like, imagine being in the World Cup final. It's 1-0. You're getting beat 1-0. It's 94th minute. You're through on goal. You scored and equalised. Send extra time. You've done all your celebrations, and then the linesman goes.
It's stupid.
Just
Absolutely
call
stupid.
it offside when you see it offside.
There needs to be a reevaluation of the rules before it gets used again in any major tournament.
They need 100%. Yeah. That's why I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
I can see its positives, but
it needs
I can also see its
refinement.
negatives. Yeah.
I agree. Overall, USA worthy winners then to end it on.
Defo. Yeah, 100%.
USA best runner-up that could have been, or
Netherlands, you mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say? Did I say USA?
You said USA. Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Worthy to get to the final.
Well, they're obviously worthy to get to the final because they got there, they beat everyone else out to it. I just think the performances weren't up to scratch and not what you're expected to see from Netherlands, but they got there, so yeah, you can't take it away from them. Like, they've reached the World Cup final, like, well in.
Fair play, yeah. Well, that's it really.
Yeah.
The World Cup is over. And I feel a little bit lost with what I'm going to be watching for the next few weeks. It used to be that one thing that I went home while I was cooking my tea, just put it on, and there was just any game. I didn't mind which one it was. Yeah. But now I'm just going to have to go back to my Corrie and Emmerdale.
I was saying yesterday, it was just nice to be able to have women's football on the telly.
Yeah.
Like, it's... Like,
as a regular.
How many times last season were we not able to watch a Liverpool women's game because if it was away you couldn't go?
Yeah.
Or it just wasn't on telly, or it wasn't even on Facebook Live, and it's like,
what are you supposed to do?
What are you supposed to do? You're literally just relying on Twitter updates, or like, it's even the next day you can't watch the highlights because there's literally no one filming it, and it's like,
right.
So it was
but
just nice.
It's been a journey, it's been a ride, it's been fun, and I can't wait for the next major tournament. I can't wait for the season to begin, which is just a milestone in itself that we're going to have to sort out, but it's going to be such a good time. Can we just put up our calendar today?
Yeah, just say though as well, like, big thanks to everyone for actually like watching the videos and like sticking with us, like,
good.
To reach 1,000 subscribers as well the day of the final, and like
that was unreal.
Like, just like, we don't get thousands of views, but every
view counts.
Every view counts, and your comments and stuff like that, like, we read them all, like, we do actually pay attention, and we do really appreciate the fact that like people actually sit down and watch us chat absolute nonsense. And also share us as well. Like, that you post our videos on Twitter, you're sharing it, you're liking it, you retweeting it, and it's how we're gonna grow, and it just feels really humbling, like that everyone's out there doing it for us, and like to think we only started this because there was gonna be a World Cup and we wanted a platform to sort of sort all this stuff out. We wanted to build something before the season started. We didn't, so like no better time to do it than with a World Cup. So. But hopefully most of you stay with us for the season. We're not just going to be doing Liverpool stuff either. Yeah, we're going to kind of
get into the whole of the WSL,
Yeah.
maybe even abroad in the later stages.
I'm sure
but
it'll be
who knows?
mentioned, yeah.
But that's kind of it. I feel a bit like nostalgic, the fact that the World Cup's over, but there's nothing else you can do.
No.
We did a reaction to the finals that went out on Monday.
Yeah.
So make sure you check that out. We'll leave the box of the
It'll
video
be
around.
over here somewhere.
If you want a bit more nostalgia like us, check out our whole World Cup playlist. All the videos you need, all in one place, in a playlist, right from our predictions. Every single match reaction, play ratings from England, every single match reaction from group stages, final of 16, semi-finals, quarterfinals, and the final. We have it all for you, and we are going to continue to progress, continue to grow, and continue to bring you content. But I think the most important thing is for us to know what you want us to film, so kind of get some ideas together. Send us an email if you want. We've got a new email, which will be in the description. Tweet us, either of us.
DM us on Instagram, Twitter.
Honestly, any of it.
Send us a message on Facebook.
We really appreciate the ideas because it's all very well us filming what we want, but ultimately it's you guys that are watching it, so we'd love your opinion. But yeah, defo, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our channel, our 1K channel. Woo! But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back soon with another video.
Bye.